Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer and a subscriber. I value your time. My goal is to give you honest news, actual news, and to let you know what's going on up in DC, what's going on in the world of personal finance, what other influential individuals, top CEOs are saying, and hopefully help us get through this crisis. This is a very difficult time for all of us. I recognize that. I completely understand and I want to help as much as I can. If you take a look at the different playlists on our channel, you see playlists on unemployment benefits. These are essentially a collection of videos. A playlist is a collection of videos on the Ignition Time channel. You'll see a playlist on unemployment benefits. You'll see playlists on new career opportunities. You see playlists on financial freedom. You see playlists pertaining to announcements that the administration makes. So hopefully check them out. Hopefully it gives you some value. And the idea is for us to be able to get through this crisis together. There's also a brand new playlist that we just launched today. And if you check out the playlist section, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So with that being said, let's just jump right in. Everyone knows who Mark Cuban is from Shark Tank. Mark Cuban is, he's just amazing. And this is what Mark Cuban said. And I'll show you the article from CNBC on your screen. What Mark Cuban said was that, I quote, every household in America should receive $1,000 stimulus check every 2 weeks for the next 2 months. I agree 100%, because not only will this help individuals who need it the most, because, we need quick cash now, we need money to pay rent, we need money to pay we need to keep the lights on, we need to put food on the table. Not only will this help individuals to be able to, essentially pay their bills, but this will also allow individuals to get out of debt. I believe help should go to those who need it the most. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. So I really like this suggestion from Mark Cuban, because I do believe not only will it help individuals who need it the most, I believe it will also stimulate our economy further. So here's what Mark Cuban said. He said, I quote, there are two economies or two sets of realities right now. By the way, I've talked about this. This is a K-shaped recovery. This is not a V-shaped recovery where, things just bounce back. Some individuals have bounced back and other individuals are getting left behind. So Mark Cuban said there are two economies. Those without help are struggling badly. We need to get them help. I couldn't agree more. Well said. And to provide that help, Mark Cuban said he supports more stimulus checks being sent out. He said that all Americans, all households, no matter their income level, should receive $1,000 stimulus check every 2 weeks for the next 2 months. And in fact, let's be clear, Mark Cuban had actually suggested the same idea back in May. And he said, I quote, I still believe in doing it the exact same way today. There's one more thing that he wanted. He said families would have to spend each check within 10 days. Now, that's something I haven't heard before. And that's something that honestly would never have occurred to me. But he said that families would have to spend the check within 10 days or they would lose the money, according to Cuban. He believes that the use it or lose it approach, by the way, once you give someone money, how do you track whether they spend it or not? So that's a separate discussion. But here's the interesting thing. Mark Cuban said the use it or lose it approach would be beneficial because it would promote spending. Now, all my viewers and subscribers know that spending is what rejuvenates the economy, is what gets the economy back on track. When we spend, someone else is making money. Now, that other person now has the money to be able to spend on something else. And so the money makes its way through the economy. So this would promote spending, which would help businesses stay open, which would help, again, businesses stay open, jobs come back, and it would stimulate the economy. So here's what Mark Cuban said on the radio. I don't care what they spend it on. It could be candy. It could be rent. It could be their mortgage. It could be anything they deem necessary or they want. And he said without mandating, in other words, if there was no mandate for the money to be spent in 10 days, then he believes that most individuals would simply save the money. And he said people are uncertain about their future. So rather than spending, they save. And I believe that Mark Cuban makes a very good point, because many individuals have indeed, Americans have actually been saving more during this pandemic. Our savings rate has gone up substantially as a direct result of this pandemic. In fact, the personal savings rate hit a record high earlier this year, according to the US Bureau of Economic Analysis. So this is a fascinating idea. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this idea from Mark Cuban, that every US household should get $1,000 every 2 weeks for the next 2 months. And then they'll have 10 days to be able to spend the money. This is an interesting idea. And Mark Cuban said the whole goal is to get that money every 2 weeks back into the economy. Once businesses start having demand, even if they're closed and working online, then there is a reason for them to be able to bring back employees and retain those employees if demand is sustained. Now, let's be clear, this is going to be a very, very expensive plan. And I just want to be clear, I want my viewers and subscribers to know that there are risks associated with this plan. The risk is that the federal debt will continue to increase. But I do think the benefits of this plan outweigh the risks, because we need help. We need to help individuals who need it the most. B, we need to get the economy going again. So there are risks associated with this plan. And in fact, Mark Cuban himself acknowledged that risk. He said, I quote, "There is certainly a lot of risk in this use it or lose it approach." But he did say in a tweet earlier in the year, but it will allow for demand for non-essential products and services to increase, hopefully keeping most businesses alive. Now, the one thing about Mark Cuban's plan is that it should go to everybody. I believe it's an interesting plan. It has a lot of merit, but it should, in my opinion, it should go to individuals who need it the most, because there are some individuals who need this assistance much more than other individuals, and those are the individuals who should be able to get this help. And this program does reflect the gravity of the situation, because a lot of individuals are desperate and struggling. The $600 a week unemployment benefit booster has run out. The $300 a week lost wages assistance program has run out. At the time I'm recording this video, there's no sight of the second stimulus check. So I do believe that, if these kinds of stimulus payments are done, they should not go to every single person across the country, but they should ideally be targeted by income. I believe that this would make a lot of sense, because I have covered this in previous videos. A lot of Americans, especially individuals with a bachelor's degree or higher, especially individuals in high-paying jobs, they're able to work remotely. So there's been little to no impact. They've actually been able to bounce back. But individuals in travel, entertainment, leisure, hospitality, hotels, those are the individuals that have been left behind. Those are the low wage earners and the middle income earners. And those are the individuals with a high school education or a bachelor's degree or less that have been impacted. And those are the ones who are the most dependent on unemployment benefits. Those are the individuals, those are our fellow Americans who are the most dependent on stimulus checks. Therefore, there should be some sort of, I believe, an income threshold that would then qualify someone to receive these kinds of stimulus payments. And the spend it now approach, in other words, you have 10 days to spend the money, does make sense. But like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be, there's no way to keep track of that. I believe there could be some sort of self-certification or self-attestation. An individual who gets the money basically certifies somewhere that they did indeed spend the money, but how are you going to track something like that? So where things stand right now is there is definitely more support needed for low income earners and middle income earners. And at the time I'm recording this video, the news just broke that the US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have indeed agreed to restart stimulus negotiations, which is a very, very, very encouraging sign. It's very clear that the House Speaker is staying where she is. It's very clear that the President is pushing the Republicans for higher numbers. So I think the question is, will the GOP senators get behind this? And I believe there is urgency for a stimulus deal. And I believe that no more time should be wasted. Let me know in the comment section below what my viewers and subscribers think of this rather interesting, rather unusual proposal from Mark Cuban. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if this is something that you feel can benefit the economy. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below, and please also share this video with friends and family members. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. If you don't know anything about me, check out my introductory video. You'll learn who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. So please make sure you click subscribe, you enable notifications, and you like the video, because that's your vote of confidence in us and all the hard work that me and my team put together. I would really appreciate it if you can do that. If you want to get notifications from us on your cell phone, if there's some big news, there's some news that we think you should know immediately, we'll send you an SMS notification. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS list, and you can opt out of the news list at any point in time that you want. You can also get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You'll get added to our email list. and you can opt out of our SMS list or our email list at any time. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. We release exclusive content on Instagram for our Instagram subscribers. And also, please follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Speaking of notifications, sometimes YouTube notifications don't go out on time. So you may want to bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. This way, you can bookmark our channel, you can visit our channel, you can watch our videos. You won't miss a single video because you're not dependent on notifications from YouTube. Thank you so much for watching once again. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Again, that's your vote of confidence in us. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thanks. Bye.